Hello, everybody. My name is James Leggett, and today we're doing the audio commentary for Conflict of Interest 3 Infiltration. This was filmed in December and it was really cold. If you know why Sophie's hair looks like that, well, it's because it was raining when she arrived, so that's why. So yeah. This was filmed entirely in my dorm building because, well, it was simple and easy to do. Let's see. Finn's parts were filmed in the kitchen. Why? Well, it made sense because, well, there's no way I could actually afford to go ahead and film in a nightclub because I made this for like almost no money, and as a result, I had to go save money somehow. Besides, I think it works just fine because I had the disco lights in afterwards, and as well as some pretty nice disco music. And I also edited it so that it sounds different when coming from Sophie's phone to when you see the doctor asks no questions on screen. So yeah. I also put in the opening credits in this one because it's unexpected and it just made editing easier, to be honest. So yeah, it's called infiltration because Charlotte's infiltrating the bad guy. So yeah. Yeah. I am kind of annoyed with this shot because I failed to notice the massive hole sign towards the side, so that was really annoying. So yeah, you never see the face of the hippie because my idea was that it looked really deformed and stuff, and just make ADR much easier. Hence why she has no dialogue in this part. I mean, originally for this one, she was just going to. In the script, I had that she just pushed me against the one that caused me fell unconscious. But in editing, I realized it would just be so much more funny if he fell through the window, got beaten up by a feral cat, and then like killed by it. So yeah. Oh yeah. And that coat is there to go cover up the whole sign that's on my door. Let alone I could have just taken it off, but that didn't occur to me. So yeah. Uh, didn't have to do. I did mostly just one takes of this part because didn't have to redo it multiple times. So yeah, this is def. This is one of my personal favorite films because it's filmed in. This is all my dorm room, and it's gonna go for future memories and stuff. It took me about 10 minutes to go tire up because how slow I am. I could be misremembering, but I'm pretty positive that's how long it took. So yeah. Now, I decided to go do this because I like to do things that audiences aren't really familiar with, and I don't think audiences are quite familiar with scenes of a character struggling while tied up for a few minutes. I mean, I'm pretty sure there is some example out there, but none that come to my mind. So, and it took. Oh, and I had to keep moving her head during this part because it kept getting in the way of her mouth. So yeah. Uh, this was a pickup shot that I did a few days later when I came, because this was filmed on the day I went back home for the Christmas holidays, because this was filmed in December and it was really cold outside. So yeah, had to go back for an event, and so I was able to go ahead and do these quick pickup shots, just make everything more, what's the word? Oh yeah, more cohesive. Oh, if you're wondering what's in the brown cupboard, it's where I put all my clothes. Oh yeah. I actually did do some test shots of the feet after the scissors stabbed them, but I wasn't that happy with them, so it's just kept off. They just kept off screen, which I had to be very careful of doing. So yeah. Oh man. Oh yeah. So here's my bathroom. So yeah. So yeah. Wow. I'm not great at audio commentators, am I, for longer content? It's just that from behind the scenes perspective, this one's very simple, and when it comes to things that aren't very long, I kind of have to just make it up as I go along because, I don't have much to say. But at the same time, I feel awkward I didn't say anything because, I am committed to doing special features for my films because one thing I don't like about a lot of Blu-rays and on the home media, just like when they don't have many special features, it's just like, oh hey, here's a trailer. Like, God, I want behind the scenes, I want deleted scenes, I want making of. So yeah. Um, I also put Sophie in a cat suit because, well, that's not a thing that I was not that familiar with. So yeah. Originally did get one with a sip, but it was the wrong size, so I just also had to buy one, and they had no sip. So I cut off the strings at the front because it made sense for the character of the Doctor asks no questions to do that because he's an evil. And, oh wait, no, Aaron. Fuck, sorry. I mean, it makes sense for Aaron. Yeah, it was Aaron that Finn was playing. Oh man, my brain just fried today. Ugh. Oh, I'm really bad at these audio commentaries. Great. Oh, well, this is good practice for the future, so yeah. Oh, yeah, I always plan. Oh, yeah, I didn't think to put any fake blood in the scissors because I didn't want them to, I didn't want to actually step on it and have have fake blood everywhere because, this is the same fake blood I used in Conflict of Interest 1, 2, and 5, so yeah. Yeah. In hindsight, maybe I should have been looking at the script when I did this part, but but it was pretty cold outside, so I wasn't thinking completely properly. I also made him wear a hat because it looked pretty nice. Some way to differentiate the Bob Random clone, which is how I play multiple characters. That and it was a budgetary decision. Whether or not I would still have done it if my original plan for the Conflict of Interest sequel would have happened, I'm not sure, but if you make a film, you have to save money on actors by playing roles yourself. Do it. However, I had to cut this shot short because, well, the coat fell down and exposed the whole sign. I could have spent money on getting it removed, but I have to save money. I just couldn't justify the cost, and there are much more important things to spend money on. So yeah. I also really like the soundtrack in this film. It's pretty nice. Oh yeah, and I have Aaron in the robe because Finn's playing multiple characters. You need to differentiate them somehow. So having him wear the robe helps establish him as that character. As for the hat, I'm not actually sure. He was just wearing it, and I didn't think to ask. Although I did have him move it a bit, so because it looks like a drunk person with it slightly sideways. Oh yeah, and the New Zealand reference is a reference to my feature film. Anyway, thanks for listening to this rambling.